myths about Australia. So there's a few lies floating around about my country, and I thought I'd clear them up for you. So I think most of the population of the world has seen the ad about Australia where it says put a shrimp on the Barbie map. But I've never once done that, and I don't know anyone that has. I'm more likely to put sausages or snails, which is the same thing, or steak on the barbecue. Onion, maybe pineapple, just, yeah, not shrimp. Could I only really get to use in the countryside? Nobody in my city uses it, but I have heard it in my hometown. So mate does get used in a friendly way, but half the time it's also being used in an unfriendly way. Oh, mate, watch where you go. I didn't see you there. Oh. Tassel. Okay, spiders. I can't remember the last time I saw a spider. In suburbia, you're not really going to see that. I did live on a farm, and there were quite a few. When the person came around to spray to keep them away, they actually came. I think it attracted them to kill them. And I saw all kinds of spiders, some that I couldn't even identify. That was out in the country, and if you're coming to visit Australia, chances are you're going to go to one of the cities, right? Or the coast, like you're not going to visit a farm. Yeah, so don't worry about that. It's me. I've never actually seen one in the wild, and I lived half my life in a country town, walking around paddocks with horses and dogs, and the other half in Sydney, which is pretty big, and it's not the country, obviously. But I've heard people have seen snakes, and it's only ever in summer, and I don't hear it very often, so don't worry about that kind of thing. But if you are going to be walking in long grass, someone make sure you are wearing boots and jeans. Kangaroos are dangerous. No, not really. If you're gonna get close to them, they probably will hit you, but you can get up to about 10 meters away from one, and it's not gonna do anything. It might stand still and kind of stare at you in a way where it doesn't like you very much, but it's not really going to do anything. You probably have to worry more about dingoes, but they're not very common, like they're really rare. I've only ever seen them in a wildlife park somewhere else. And even if I had a baby, I don't think a dingo would eat it. Drop bears. Now these are completely fake and made up to scare people. Yep. I was convinced when I was 15 that they were real, and they look just like koala bears and very vicious. And they jump out of trees under people, like will drop out of trees under people. And yeah, I felt pretty stupid when I found out they weren't real, because there's actually images of them all over the internet, and of course I looked it up and still believed it, but they are completely fake. I then found a website that told me so. So don't let anyone fool you with that one. I can't actually remember the last time I had Vegemite. I did have Promite recently, but I don't even get that very often. I don't buy that every time I go shopping. I don't eat it that much even when I have it. So yeah, we don't all love Vegemite, but it's probably weird to find someone that's here, born and raised here, that doesn't like it. This one isn't a myth, it's just something I thought was kind of funny and you guys might want to hear it. It's a game called Wheel of Fortune, and it's a drinking game, and it's when you get a bag of goon, which is just wine in a box, and you take the metal, like the bag out, and you peg it to the clothesline, and everyone stands around it, and then you spin it, and whoever it lands on has to then chug from the bag of wine, or the goon as we call it. I think it's actually called Goon of Fortune, and yeah, I've heard people have actually faked chugged it because it tastes just that bad. Well, that's all I have for today about Australia. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. and below I will post all my links to my social media, which I do post quite regularly, mostly Tumblr because I'm Tumblr obsessed. Yep, so cool, follow me on those if you want, and leave a comment with any ideas for future YouTube videos. Okay, bye! Myths about Australia.